You know, we talk about love and community and sharing and harmony. We talk about non-violent communication. Boy, do these things sound like hippie-ish activities.
This is a share house with 7 housemates, plus 2 guests on the couch.
The Hive is a place of abundance outside of capitalism.
The housemates are trying to build an alternative lifestyle.
Everyone's interested in challenging norms.
Wow, community, yes!
The Hive, as the house is known, is on a large block with a front and back garden and a granny flat. They plan to open up their share house to the wider community,
I reckon it'll be ready in some form.
but trying to create their own utopia on a rental lease. Can this work?
What happens if we're told to leave? The way the laws are, you could be asked to leave at any time.
This is the Anarchist house.
This is the corner that we've been allocated to use our phones. Hey, dude, hey, stay there.
So living at the Hive at the moment is, of course, B and myself, and we arrived first. And then who came second? Ashlyn is a Canadian traveller. There's Martina and Sasha. They're the gingers. They're madly in love. And then there's Michael.
We met through a coalition against duck shooting.
And next came Dash, who's a mad permaculturalist.
Yeah, my name's Dash, and who am I? Is a very interesting question.
At the moment, Vaughan is a guest, but he'll be moving into a room really soon.
The Hive is a share house which operates more like a communal centre, pretty much directly opposed to the neoliberal hyper-individuality that we've got in our culture. Not anarchy as in unstructured chaos, but as in no one is anyone's boss.
Yeah, I consider the Hive to be really young. It's still developing in terms of problem solving, the way we do things.
Because we put our bins out this week, it's really full and smelly.
So who's in charge in a house full of anarchists?
We've really tried to undermine the idea of Jeff and I being founders. There's already a power dynamic there that I'm very uncomfortable with. I consider everyone that's moved in to be a founder.
I think the best part of living in the Hive is just the love I get shown by my housemates. And I love that sense of camaraderie that I have with people here.
Good form. Yoga every day, this guy.
So we've been in the Hive for about 8 months now. And now we're in a phase where we're starting to actually open up to more people outside the house because now we have a few things to share.
The network of share houses ideally would be in walking distance, and it would be groups of people who want to achieve similar things and just share resources and skills.
To get the ball rolling, the Hive are building 3 spaces. There's a garden, food share, and a communal library. It's all hands on deck to finish before their upcoming launch day.
Do is I distribute this stuff.
We really want the people in their house to prioritise the house.
The aim is to have a kitchen garden. Oh, soil porn. We're gonna grow your usual suspects, silver beet and carrots and chicory and all those yum things. And we can just go through like chickens.
Go through chickens.
No, go through it like chickens and just get as much out as we possibly can.
It's just a metal pole.
Level 3 muscles.
We could have it done today for enough people.
Have to turn it into a pole to grow beans or something.
That would actually be sick. Oh, cool.
I love this toy.
So this is a library space, and the lending is free, and a lot of people have donated books.
Sometimes coming into the house, there's a lot going on and it's just so chaotic. There are times that I've felt overwhelmed.
Because we want to put the books in categories, so if we write out what the categories are: emotional resilience, creativity and fun stuff, positive fiction, self-help and psychology. You have to cook dinner once a week for 7 people.
The family meeting is absolutely essential to the operation of the Hive.
You just write down agreements.
Oh, only agree.
We meet once a week and we're all expected to be there. That is one of the pretty firm expectations of the house.
To come in that space using non-violent communication, so there's a respect for other people.
We always start with a check-in, which is when we tell each other about how we're feeling.
Everyone gets a chance of being vulnerable, and we all kind of start buzzing off it together, you know, and realise that we all love each other and that we're all like together.
Maybe we could talk about putting an upper limit on how long this meeting's going to go for.
We should talk about rent as well, probably.
Up to 50 I was fine, but I am like sleeping on a futon in the living room, so like I'd like to not get above like 50 for if you don't.
But then that being said, if you weren't here, where would you be staying and how much would it cost?
I'd be staying at a hostel for probably about 28 a night.
So that would be more than 50 a week. Because it's 50
I guess
for
that's
the
true,
week.
yeah.
We have an amount of rent we've got to pay, and it's all of our problem, right? When conflict does come up, we don't resort to combative means. What do people feel would best represent our ideal of how we want to get around this imposed kind of capitalist nonsense?
It's just split evenly.
That sounds good to me.
You happy with that? Yeah. Excellent.
In this share house, equality is key, but it's a bit trickier for full-time students, Sasha and Martina.
Their passion is actually the academics, and our passion is actually arts.
It was just sort of an agreement that was made at the beginning that people would prioritise the place.
There was a feeling that that we weren't seeing as much from Sasha and Martina as we thought we would.
Is it fair that they are expected to uphold the same degree of commitment and action in terms of projects?
Jeez,
Look, guys, it's not going to be our top priority.
Yeah, it's simply like, it can't be.
It was just a conversation that was had, but what came out of that was ability to practice some conflict resolution and really understanding where each other were coming from.
You know, I was like, you know, I'm ready to bail on this because I'm not interested in starting this project and starting that project.
But yeah, there's definitely ways around it.
So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
While talking it through has dealt with the issue for now, after weeks of hard work, it's finally time to open up the house to the community.
I'm really nervous people won't rock up and tell you the truth, but you know, I have been running around the house like whispering to my other housemates, do you think they'll turn up? Will other people arrive? And they say, I hope so.
And now a cautionary tale of when good housemates go bad. Based on your true life stories. Let me tell you a little story about a guy I knew years ago named Eddie. Eddie lived in a share house. There were two things that Eddie loved more than anything. The first was smoking. Eddie loved smoking so much that he would often get up in the middle of the night to have a cheeky cigarette, waking up the entire house in the process. The other thing that Eddie truly loved was phone sex. He just couldn't get enough of it. Now, this was years before mobile phones. So Eddie had to partake of his phone sex on the landline, which was situated in the lounge room. His housemates were made so uncomfortable by his masturbatory activities that they had to get 1-900 numbers barred on their phone. The activity ceased. Eddie moved out soon after, but not before getting a small section of the carpet in front of the couch rigorously steam cleaned. As a side note, there's absolutely no truth to the rumor that one of the female housemates became pregnant from sitting on Eddie's favorite cushion. Eddie's favorite cushion was later donated to a local IVF clinic.
As people finally start trickling in for the launch, the challenge of building community becomes a reality.
Community is individuals coming together and engaging with one another in ways that transcends just me and you, and it becomes this we thing.
Getting people to invest at the start of anything is really difficult, especially when some of the things you're saying are things they've heard a lot before. When you order the food, you just take it off the shelf, write down who you are and what you took, right? And then you put your money in the jar, or you PayPal it to me or something like that. And maybe a lot of people have tried exactly what we've tried before. So while I would love more people to rock up, it is a challenge. I'm doing good.
So this is going to be the first recording of renting a book out of this space. Thank you so much.
That was just to get it off the ground and like give the slugs and snails like some sort of.
I think a huge problem with society is just the vast separation in everyone. Everyone has to get their own stuff, so we're consuming so much more, so everyone has their own little universe.
And the shelving?
Yeah, we built the whole thing. Housing insecurity is a ongoing concern of mine. I think perhaps it's what I worry about the most.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a gamble spending a few weeks building a wall when you're not sure how long you're going to be here for. So we've invested big time.
It's this endless cycle of renting and house sharing, which is very inefficient, because think of all the times we've had to pack up and move in share house situations and how much energy that takes.
Do you know how you get black olives from
What happens if we're told to leave? I will drink very heavily. I will bawl my eyes out.
It's a bit slimy. It's a bit slimy.
I've moved house a lot. I probably haven't stayed anywhere longer than 3 or 4 months for the past 3 years. So my past experiences have been transient.
I'm been out from med school about 7 or 8 years now, working full time, and I can't afford to buy a house.
2, 3.
Yep, 6.
Thanks so much for showing us how to do it. Of course.
Yeah, I definitely view it as a success. I think everyone had a lot of fun. Obviously, the library is going to be an ongoing project for me. I want to change the system of bookkeeping and make it kind of just more efficient.
I'm a little disappointed with the turnout. A little bit smaller than we anticipated, but I think that kind of goes to the territory of starting new things,
With a group of anarchists trying to create a communal open space within their share house and make it work as housemates, could you live in this house?
I would love the conclusion to be that we do something bigger. I would really love to get a much, much bigger space and do something like this on a larger scale.
We're not creating an answer or living the answer. We're trying to get towards an answer.
What we're doing, it does sound very hippie. It's also definitely to me much more than that, but yeah, I don't hate that word.